Welcome to the Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond, and you are watching our Christmas special. We do thank you for taking time out of your day to watch all of our episodes unedited for your viewing pleasure. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and a safe New Year's. You're at the Intoxication Station. We're currently over at Crump's Landing in Homosassa Springs. Fantastic place so far. Gonna have pictures up in a little bit. Also, details on the place, directions how to get here, all that good stuff. I'm Raymond, currently with Justin Strickland right now. And this is our podcast that we have about what really makes the state of Florida the state of Florida.
It's about drinking beer.
Drinking beer, good friends, good places.
Exactly.
Pretty good time. I have an Italian ball gag on here soon. You know what that is, right?
Mm-mm.
Italian ball gag?
Mm-mm.
It's when you cover their hands up because they're hand talkers.
Yeah, I might need that. My hands are here. We're good to go.
Okay. So, yeah, there's so many different places around here. You got Florida Cracker right over there, which they close at 2:30. Such a shame.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday. At least that's what it said on the website.
No, it's absolutely true, though.
Yeah.
There are multiple locations for Florida Cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Closed on Monday. That's their MO. But, like places like the Oyster Bar, which is Florida Cracker, they're open till 11
Florida
o'clock
Cracker's
tonight.
part of the Oyster Bar? Or
Yep.
the Oyster Bar's part of the Florida Cracker?
Exactly.
Did not know that.
Yep. They are good peeps, and they make delicious drinks. I can kind of say that here about Crump's. We've already had a shot. It's very delicious. I might go get us another one.
We have a team for that. That team's Kyle.
Kyle! Go get us a green tea shot. Green tea
please.
shot.
Please.
Do it!
Do you want one? So this is hilarious. We got our own team.
Yeah.
That team's Kyle.
Kyle, you're our team. Yeah, right up to the bar over there. Green tea shot.
2, please.
If you would like one, please take one.
That's your fee.
It's Red Stag. It's Red Stag.
No, that's for a red tea shot.
Oh, it's Red Tea.
Green tea's going to be with Jameson. Red Stag is with a red tea shot.
It's a Jameson shot. It's
Irish whiskey. Please and thank you.
Yeah, just run the card. It's fine.
And here we have it on raw video footage. Stricky paying for something. That's pretty cool, man. I'm bugging.
What are you talking about?
What the hell is that over there? See, we need a second camera.
Just to get the boats going by.
Oh yeah, just to get the boats going.
This is why you come over here, so you can see all the fancy boats going by. That's a good reason to come to Crump's.
Well, I mean, part of the reason why we're all so over here too is there's not a lot of people in the background. We don't have to worry about copyright infringement as much. We'll cross that bridge once we get to that bridge. We're on land for the most part. So, like, how was your week, man? How was the week leading up?
It's terrible. I hate work.
Yeah, it was a pretty grueling week for myself. So, as far as what we do outside of the podcast, I'm an Uber driver in Orlando. And Strickland, what do you do exactly again?
Heavy mechanic.
Heavy machine mechanic. Grueling work.
Especially in Florida. It's so fucking hot. Oh,
Nah.
sorry. I said the F word.
Yeah, we're allowed one F-bomb. And it's just so hot to work outside. Like, my God, I feel so sorry for you. While I'm sitting in my car with the AC going, sitting.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It could be worse.
But you know what fixes all that? A good, delicious beer.
That we are totally not sponsored on.
No. So anyway, we're over here at Crumbs. We're having a good time. They got delicious food. They have delicious pickle shots, if you're interested. We're just throwing that out there. But obviously they also do other shots. Because it's a bar.
All around atmosphere out here is just great. During the daytime, now once it gets towards the evening time, those teams are going to come out. That's just a Florida thing. That's
It's a
something
Florida
you deal
thing.
with.
You got to make sure you have the bug spray. We definitely forgot it, and we're going to regret it tomorrow.
Someone's going to regret it tomorrow. So, how long have you been a heavy mechanic for? In total?
About 10, 15 years.
How many 10mm sockets do you think you lost along the way?
You don't even want to know. All right, I set up the toolbox, so OCD, everything is spaced out exactly like it should be. When I set it like that, I had at least 10 millimeter sockets. I have one. I have one left.
You have a 10mm socket left.
A 10mm socket is so fucking annoying because it's a grab all at the shop that I'm at right now. So they've all disappeared and it's very fucking annoying. They've all disappeared and it's very fucking annoying.
2 F-bombs. Let's see who has a potty mouth on this podcast. So, as far as me, I've been an Uber driver going on 9 years now. A little over 15,000 trips in total.
And you're definitely OCD.
Very much OCD. Pictures up on my personal channel, show you the setup that I have for all my riders and whatnot. For the most part, not going to toot my own horn, but I like to know that I think I know what I'm doing most of the time. Directions.
Oh, you know what you're doing. You're getting free drinks a lot of the time.
Well, not while I'm working. There is a smoker on the water. That's amazing. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah.
We can definitely get some B footage after this.
Oh yeah. There's going to be a lot of B-roll footage after this.
Oh, here he comes. He got a shot. Our guy.
Oh, Kyle?
Oh, Kyle. And he's got 3 of them.
Let's see what he has. What'd you get for yourself, bud? Oh, okay. So go ahead and pass that one to Stricky.
One of us. One of us.
Did you make sure you tipped well? 100%? Should have done 100%. Only because Strickland's paying for it.
Green tea shot.
Woo. Did I have pickle juice in it to you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was a rough green tea.
That was a shot. It's a major draw to come out here to Crumbs.
So the major draw to come out of Crumbs would be the fact that this is Florida. This is everything that people come down here for, not just for Disney, not for the beaches. This is the Florida that I grew up with. Inlet river systems, swamplands, more pine trees and people. Like this is the pinnacle Florida. This is what I'm used to. This is what I grew up with. There.
Our crew consists of Kyle.
We got Bean.
No, it's mostly Kyle. Bean's not going to do that for us.
I mean, fair enough. So we have a Kyle.
We have a Kyle.
We have a Kyle. And as long as we have a Kyle, we are indestructible. We can make anything happen with a Kyle. And he's not the drinking Monster energy drinks, beating holes in the wall kind of Kyle. Like
yeah. Kyle, we love you.
We appreciate you.
All right, so let's talk about the food here of our Crumbs.
Well, as the order's coming, Strick, how long you been in Florida for? You born and raised here?
Born and raised.
How many generations?
I guess it would be the second generation.
Second gen?
Yeah.
Second gen's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, second gen's pretty good. Because, I mean, you're hard pressed anymore to come across anyone that's more than just a generation. Everybody seems to move down here.
Oh yeah, I definitely born and raised. I don't turn my flashers on when it's raining because that is the wrong thing to do.
It's illegal.
It is illegal.
In the state of Florida, it is illegal to turn your flashers on while you're going down the highway.
Illegal.
Without any type of emergency. So, for you guys that are listening from the up north or not used to the kind of rainfall that we get down here, don't turn on your flashers. If you don't feel comfortable with driving in those conditions, just pull off to the side of the road with your flashers on.
That is acceptable.
Yeah, that is, in fact, what needs to be done. Or pull underneath the next overpass that you see. We have a ton of them. I promise you, we have a ton of them. But that's a proper way
Just
to do
don't
it.
drive with the flashers on.
Yeah,
it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. It's wrong. it affects your credit score, dare I say. If it doesn't, it should. Because, shouldn't do that. Hard no. Hard no on that one.
Yeah, if it doesn't affect your credit score, it definitely should.
It really should.
It should be attached to your credit score. You push that button, -1 right there. Give you the general atmosphere. You already saw the water that way. And then we have this nice little sandy beach area where you can just sit down, chill, enjoy your beer, which is exactly what we're doing. Don't worry about that pole right there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna worry
If
about
you have
it.
to ask about it, you can't afford it.
No, not even a little bit. Yeah, when was the last time we were out here?
At least 3 months ago.
It's got to be more than 3 months ago.
No, I think it's about 3 months ago.
September, August, July.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We were probably out here back in May.
Yeah, May. May sounds right.
Yeah, May does sound about right. So it's been a couple of months since we've been out here. And whew, I can only imagine what this place is during the summer months. Like peak summer. Because currently
Well, technically, it's Florida. We're still in the summer months, even though it's September.
So we have first summer, first summer repeat, second summer remix, and then we finally go into fall. Currently, we're in the remix season, and
we're past the brie heating right now.
Yeah, oh God.
We're in the oven.
We be burning. But
that's what you get when you come to Florida, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Plus mosquitoes.
We got mosquitoes, afternoon thunderstorms. If you plan on going to Disney and you think, oh yeah, we're just totally going to do Disney and not totally get pissed on by the rain and whatnot, I hate to tell you, that's the wrong mindset to go with. Get a poncho, get some Crocs.
You're going to get rained on.
You're going to get rained on at some point. And it might be just rain. Who knows? It's Florida. You could get pissed on by Florida man.
That is the thing that happens around here.
And maybe not so much around here per se, but
oh no, we're respectable around here.
Yeah, generally, and that's in Homosassa Springs. Cannot speak for Orlando though.
Definitely not Orlando, but you can speak for
Tampa.
Largo. No, Largo.
Largo.
Largo is the worst place that you can be in right now.
Why is that?
Florida man.
Well, I mean, Hillsborough County.
Everything seems to happen in Largo.
Because there's so many people that travel down to Hillsborough County, which is where Tampa is.
I have a little Florida map of things that happen to Florida man. Largo is a place that you don't want to be.
I don't know. There's some pretty funny shit that happens in Largo. Yeah, like peak Florida man shit that happens in Florida is in the Tampa, Largo, Hillsborough County. Like,
the thing that happened in Largo, Wendy's drive-thru. Florida man brought a gator up to the
yeah. So I know
that happened in Largo.
So I know that story. It's my favorite Florida man story. So over in Largo, there was a gentleman that thought it was a great idea to go through the drive-thru of a Wendy's establishment and hold the drive-through up, not with a loaded gun, not with a pistol, not what you would expect, but with a baby alligator.
Baby-ish.
Baby for the most part. So he, instead of the person behind the window closing the window because it's an alligator, decided to give him the money. He got arrested later on for armed robbery, which is hilarious, and molestation of wildlife. Now, with molestation of wildlife in the state of Florida, all that means is if they didn't have a license to handle that animal, then it's considered molestation of wildlife. I would like to think that he didn't have premaritals with the alligator.
You've never been to a toga party until you've been to a Florida toga party. We had a gator show up at our toga party. We had a friend that worked at Gatorland, and he's like, I'm gonna come to this toga party. And we're like, cool, bro. Proceeds to walk in with a gator. And we're like, that seems something natural. Cool.
Yeah, because Florida.
We obviously didn't say, hey, maybe you should take this gator out of here. Nope, we're all like, we're going to hold this gator so we can get some cool pictures.
Yeah, because that's what we do down here. Not all the time, sometimes, but more times than what would happen up in, like, Wisconsin. Like, definitely a lot more times than what would happen up in Wisconsin.
I mean, but Wisconsin does good cheese.
Wisconsin has good cheese. They also have, what's that thing that we don't get down here? Oh, yeah, cold weather.
Yeah, it should be cold right now.
It's not.
It is 93 degrees right now.
93 and moderately humid. Not terribly humid, moderately.
No, it's pretty good.
It's tolerable. It's
pretty
definitely
good
a tolerable humidity down
there. Yeah,
there.
it's a good day to be outside and drinking. Exactly what we're doing.
Yep. Pretty good time.
Not bad.
So, later on with the podcast, we are going to have sessions where we're in studio. Intoxication station. We're over here at Barrels and Boards over here in Groveland, and it's pretty cool. Welcome to the Intoxication Station. I'm your host, Raymond Holmes.
And Justin, drinking a beer.
Well, drinking a beer. I already had a few back inside of the Barrel and Boards over here in Groveland. And I tell you what, it's a pretty decent place.
It's a fantastic place.
Good food, good selection of craft beers and whatnot. I would have to say a 9 out of 10 recommendation for what is available here. They have everything from domestics to crafts to domestic crafts, and just it's a good place.
It's a good place. They do trivia, they do karaoke. Obviously, you look at their Facebook, they will tell you when it's going to happen.
Pretty cool place so far. Not gonna lie, 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend for any other Saturday night. They do also play sports as well too, so depending on what sports you're playing or what you're rooting for, they may have it on TV. If not, you can always ask Scott, which is the owner of Barrels and Boards. He'll be more than glad to go through and put it on one of the TVs for you.
Right. But he is a soccer fan, so if you're a soccer fan, come on down.
It's a good time. So, on the list of things of what we have to talk about, what do we have to talk about today, Strick?
Merchandise.
We do have a merch store. So, if you were to go through the Intoxication Station at Square, we'll be able to have cups of different colors and varieties, bracelets, stickers, anything of that nature. We are going to have it available on our store soon. Or if it's not available now, it's going to be on back order. Definitely recommend trying to go ahead and order soon before it does go on back order.
It's Barrel and Boards. We've been here for a little bit. We've had a variety of beers, have we not?
We have had a variety of beers. So far, I've had Mick Ultra, can't go wrong with Mick Ultra.
Never go wrong with Mick Ultra.
I've had a couple of domestics. I've had a couple of craft beers, one of which being a two-pot Porter, which was very tasty for what it was.
Makes me laugh every time.
Part of the reason why I got it was because of that.
Yeah, I had a pumpkin stout, correct?
You had a pumpkin stout.
And then a caramel pumpkin.
Which was heavy on the caramel, which if you like caramel, my God, very caramelly in a good way.
It's diabetes in a glass.
Oh, yeah. All the blood sugar and whatnot. But all around good stuff. Good. We also had the sandwiches here too.
Oh yeah, the food was delicious.
Yeah. So personally, I had the roast beef sandwich. What'd you have again, sir?
I had the chicken barbecue sandwich. Very spicy. It's not even the chicken part of it. The cheese that they get from Publix, because we're Florida.
Hey, Boar's Head all the way. Spend the extra money on Boar's Head.
Very spicy. It will fill you up really quickly.
Oh, yeah. I had the roast beef. The horseradish that went along with it was perfect for what the sandwich was. Fantastic. Arugula. Oh my God. So good. I might just get the second one.
Correct. So let's talk more about what they do on Saturday. So on Saturday, Barrels and Boars, they do a karaoke. Are you a fan of karaoke?
Oh, I like karaoke, provided I'm not singing, because we might get kicked out of there.
You're not wrong about that. I
This guy
enjoy
right here-
karaoke.
This guy, fantastic blackjack impersonator.
Blackjack?
Jack Black. Jack Black.
Thursday nights, they do trivia. We have not attended, but I imagine.
Here's who we're going to be attending it, and I imagine it's going to be fun.
Oh, we're definitely coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, solid 8 out of 10 overall. If you're going to be first timer coming here, definitely a fun time.
Bathrooms, what would you say?
Oh, clean.
Super clean.
On par with Buc-ee's. So, what we're going to go ahead and score the bathrooms off of is either your own home or Buc-ee's. Since everyone knows that Buc-ee's has clean bathrooms.
The cleanest.
Oh, they're the cleanest. I would go ahead and rate this place a solid 10 out of 10 on the Buc-ee's scale of places.
I can agree with that. Very clean amenities over here.
Very clean, very refreshing. Not a lot of people in there, but it also is a small place too. They only have a few tables in here, so if you are going to get here at any particular point, now would be the time to go in. What is it? Currently I'm recording, it's 4:22 on a Saturday. So anytime before 3 o'clock on a Saturday, anytime before 4 o'clock on a Saturday, this place is pretty cool.
And Scott, the owner, told us if you have a recommendation for a beer that you like, you can let him know, and he'll see if he can get it for you.
Yeah, so one thing that I can say about this place, they do have Country Boy Brewing, which is...
It's delicious beer.
Oh, fantastic. There is a shotgun wedding. And I can say shotgun wedding is tasty. It's good. You can drink on it all day without feeling too drunk, as I hiccup. But it's a great beer overall. Very smoky flavor, very beer flavor. Amazing choice that they have on tap all the time. Along with Mick Ultra and a couple other drinks of choice. They also have IPA on tap. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of IPAs, but
Neither am I.
it's all in the beholder of the cup.
Once a month, they have a tap takeover. So, like I said previously, check out their Facebook. They will tell you what is going to be on tap for the tap takeover. What normally it's on tap is the Country Boy, or Shotgun Wedding, sorry.
Shotgun Wedding by Country Boy Brewing. They also have Michelob Ultra, and they have that. I can't remember what the IPA is off the point, but
The third tap is always...
We'll go ahead and add it in the description below, because we do forget anything.
Right.
So, As far as the location that we're at, we're over here in a beautiful Groveland, Florida, which people that are local may not associate it with being a beautiful place, but there are a ton of things to do over here. There is a park nearby that you can go through and walk around prior to coming over to Barrels and Boards.
Down in Groveland.
Down in Groveland, yeah. There's also a lake nearby, and it's all around a quiet place for Florida because, let's be honest, Florida has gotten taken over in recent years. We went from a population of 13 million in pre-2020 to currently at 26 million in 2024. So, with the amount of people that keep on moving in here, as it sits right now, we're in the country, but it may change any day now. With the amount of people.
Oh yeah, there's an apartment complex being built pretty much right across the street. There is right across the street from this Barrel and Boards is the Dollar General. That's how you know they're fancy.
And we're sitting in a Publix parking lot, which for those that are familiar with Florida know, if you know Publix, you know you're in a good area because as long as you're nearby a Publix, you can get anything food-wise and drink-wise imaginable.
Correct.
OMG, it's Wix. Tell you what, bud. You know all about Publix. I've seen you. I follow you. It's a fantastic time on your channel. Go ahead and give a little Publix love for us.
Correct.
Now, the food menu here. Food menu here is pretty good. If you're going through and having a couple of drinks throughout the day, this is a good place to come to, but the food menu is pretty good. A lot of snacking varieties.
Plus, I will say they will let you. There are different restaurants even here. They have the Publix right up the, not even up the road, down next door. If you want a Publix sub, they will let you bring it in. There's a Subway right behind us. Plus an Italian restaurant. If that's what you're feeling. But they do have delicious sandwiches here. We tried it.
They're good.
Yeah, Ray had the roast beef. I had the buffalo chicken. The buffalo chicken was not hot, but the cheese
was kicking chicken.
Oh, I regret a life.
I don't know. I had some of it. It was pretty tasty.
Oh no, definitely
in
tasty.
In a very regrettable way, though.
Yeah,
it was tasty good.
It's gonna fill you up really quickly.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it later too.
Chef kiss.
Now, as far as progress on the channel, due to the hurricane that came through, Hurricane Helene, there has been postponement on progress on the channel on debuting our first video, but we should be able to rectify that here soon.
What he's talking about is, I lost power for a day and a half. It was terrible.
So this guy lives in Brooksville. I live in the Orlando area. Brooksville got hit worse, considering all the branches and shrubbery that are over by the power lines over there. I didn't get affected by anything, to the point where I didn't even bother to buy extra beer. Which is saying something, because if you're a Floridian, you know if it's going to be a bad hurricane, you stock up on beer. If it's going to be a really bad hurricane, you get whiskey.
My Waffle House was open. Was your Waffle House open?
Oh, my Waffle House could not give two shits of a fuck less of what was happening.
Exactly.
So,
we knew what we were doing.
Tallahassee, on the other hand, all the Waffle Houses in Tallahassee shut the fuck down, so they had it bad. They had it real bad.
No, there was one Waffle House open.
Nah, they were all closed.
Were they?
Perry, closed. Tallahassee, closed. All the Waffle Houses up in that direction, up in the Panhandle of Florida.
But the Panhandle didn't have nothing to worry about. It was the armpit.
The armpit. I always forget about the armpit.
That's a good shot.
It is a good shot. Beautiful Saturday, beautiful lighting, beautiful place.
You can see the sky behind us. It's a good Saturday.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was pretty tasty.
I can't believe that's my first beer of the day. That's what's crazy.
Your first beer?
That is the first one of the day.
What about bourbon?
No, I haven't had one of those yet either. Which is kind of strange. I'm on vacation, but I haven't had a whiskey. It's already 1 o'clock.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
It's not standard operating procedure.
Yeah. I'm sure we could change that.
Goodness, it's gonna be a long day.
It's definitely going to be a day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. So, welcome to the podcast, Intoxication Station. Here, I'm Raymond. This is my buddy Ryan. Came all the way over from Texas just to come over here and do a quick podcast with me. Pretty good time.
Long drive, but worth it.
Now, on the way in, did you see any damages from Hurricane Helena?
There's a lot of broken trees. They're already pulled from the road. A lot of that, a lot of twisted road signs. That's really all I got a chance to see.
Yeah, because going through the I-10 corridor in Tampa, or in Florida, going through Tallahassee and whatnot, that's where everything got hit, basically.
I expect it to be a lot worse, to be honest.
Same here, which is, really unfortunate with the people up in Asheville, North Carolina. They got hit the worst.
Shockingly, it didn't hit here and be worse. It took it all the way to North Carolina to have any of that damage.
So the thing with the hurricane, it was going at a pretty decent clip through Florida. It didn't stall out like it did up in the upper north, upper southeast section. Huge bummer for up there, because I've seen video clips and whatnot from up there. It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, entire towns just leveled, bridges washed out, they're trapped. It's not a good situation.
No. Yeah. Luckily, there is effort being helped up that direction. I don't think anybody can blame Bush on this one.
Yeah, give him time.
Yeah.
It'll be Trump's fault.
Yeah, somehow or another.
I will say I did see a convoy of lineman trucks going up 75 when I got a chance to turn down off the Panhandle coming down. So they are sending some help.
Yeah, well, hell, they were all staged down here, expecting the hurricane to be worse down here. Which, I mean, bummer that they were staged down here, but I'm glad that they weren't in the thick of it. Because typically they'll go through and set up in like northern Alabama and whatnot.
And no one wants that.
No. Well, especially to have all the other like linemen being staged up there and then immediately getting hit by it. Like that would be the worst part, effectively.
Still one of my favorite t-shirts ever gotten to me is one you found in that place in Alabama.
Uncle Buck's Booby Bungalow. It's a classic.
It's almost not, I don't even want to wear it. I just want to frame it and put it on my wall with my other ridiculous stuff I have up.
It's a good one.
It's a conversation piece. For sure.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Now, did I get you the Jack Daniels inspired one? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally went there for the t-shirts. How to get one? I was close enough.
Independent fact checkers found that statement to be false.
Well, Cortez had a good time, if anything.
God. I can only imagine his reaction to seeing all that. For the first time, conceivably.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He learned real quick that those establishments do not run on just straight conversation. God bless him.
I wonder how long it took for him to spend his paycheck.
We were there for about 45 minutes, so 30 minutes?
I was going to say 30, 33 minutes, sounds about accurate.
We're good. We're good. He's still with the company, too.
Really?
Yeah. He turned out to be Carly's assistant, which is hilarious.
That will lead to longevity when you don't have to sit there and drive and walk all the time. Find your truck, hope it's still there.
So, I don't think they're doing any outside stuff anymore. If I'm going to be completely honest, like, Derek, he's still OSP, outside of plant manager, and I haven't seen him post anything like field related or anything. Which they did move locations. They're up in Chadworth instead of Canton, which is further north. I checked with them. They didn't get affected by any of the hurricane either, which is good.
I'm kind of sad that we missed out on the whole no more outside work thing. Sending us to the coldest places in the winter and the hottest places in the summer.
It's how it works in that line of
I
work.
learned that quickly.
Shitty. Very shitty.
It wasn't bad, but I think if I were 10, 15 years younger, I could have done it more.
Well, I am 10, 15 years younger, and
Sorry.
yeah.
I didn't mean to bring that up.
Yeah. You've aged like wine. I've aged like moldy gym socks.
No, it's not even that. You have a lot more going for you than you're willing to say because you're very humble about yourself.
That's a very, very nice way of saying that, fat.
No, you're very Samoan.
Also fat. But indigenous fat.
Indigenous cherub-like demeanor.
I like chairs.
Velvety voice. And a rocking a haircut that I've not seen since '83.
Yeah.
I might say.
Yeah, I mean, styles they make rotations. Doing a part, mullet.
If they bring the rat tail back, I'm starting fires.
Yeah, that hasn't made a comeback yet.
Thank God it stayed dead.
Yeah. I had a rat tail back in the day. I was in second grade, and that was like 92.
It lasted till the 90s?
Florida.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Florida. Florida in the 90s. Florida in the 90s was fucking wild.
Z Cavarici pants next to kids who were listening to grunge rock. That was a time I won't forget. That was the death of the BMX bike. When everyone had Mongoose or BMX.
No.
Once 91, 92 hit Schwinn, yeah. Everyone went to rollerblades and it went downhill from there.
Fruit Looters.
Although I do miss playing street hockey.
Never did that because I lived on a hill.
You didn't miss a whole lot. A lot of broken bones and
Ankles.
just fist fights for no reason.
Yeah, checks out hockey.
Takes balls.
Street hockey.
Yeah, that was low hanging fruit. I shouldn't have gone for it.
Also street hockey.
You don't know the joys of clearing out a section of a Publix parking lot at 7:30 just because you know there's enough space to play a game out there. And then realizing no one cleared the rocks off the road and you're tripping.
Oh, yeah. Plus flicking up rocks and beaming people in the face with them.
Always had to have someone that had a car to bring the goals with them. Everyone else showed up on bikes or just their rollerblades with their sticks across that thing. No helmets. You had gloves though. I never understood that. No one had any helmets, but we had gloves.
Well, your phalanges are pretty important.
Elbow pad, knee pad, no helmets.
Probably shin guards too.
No shin guards. Those are for soccer players.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want to look weird. You don't want to mix the sports.
I'm ready for the everything.
You look like a bunch of teenagers preparing for a zombie apocalypse, just strapping on whatever stuff they could get.
So currently we're over at Hagen's in Winter Garden.
Hagen O'Reilly's.
Hagen O'Reilly's. This place has been here forever. Originally, it was owned by Irish people. Currently, it's owned by a Mexican gentleman. But he's kept pretty much everything the same since then. That's one thing that I can say about this place.
He did add the Irish taco to the menu. I don't think that was there before.
Irish taco?
Are you fact-checking me in real time?
It's not that I'm fact-checking you real time.
I promise you it was there before I left. May not be on the special menu, but it was on there. Because I remember when I had it in my office, I actually highlighted it on a paper copy. I was like, yep.
Yeah, it looks like... Well, they got a bunch of things marked out here,
that's
too. That wouldn't surprise me if it got marked out. Maybe she got tired.
I don't know. That sounds like a pretty rocking idea.
Yeah, Mexican taco.
Just
taco.
corned beef and cabbage in a taco.
How would you incorporate jalapenos, or would you use gravy or hot sauce?
Your choice.
Both. Hot gravy. Spicy gravy.
If it wasn't on there before, I'm obviously having a hallucination, but you're welcome for that idea.
I like it. I like the idea behind it, but
Refried beans underneath, your first base layer, corned beef, cabbage, and a Guinness.
Guinness hot sauce.
I wouldn't do Guinness anyway, but I figured it's an Irish, we gotta have it.
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta have that.
Or Tully's, tell them I'll do it.
Possibly a cabbage wrap instead of a corn tortilla.
We're putting far too much thought and effort into this line.
Yeah, it's entertaining though.
I swear he did have it at one point. They do have the Irish quesadilla.
That I'm okay with. Irish quesadilla, corned beef, mashed potatoes, cheddar, green onion, served with your side of sour cream. I'm more curious to see how it would come out than anything.
Come out of what?
I imagine after eating it, it'll look like soft serve coming out.
Oh, I've seen that emoji.
They do have fish and chips.
I've always been a fan of the wings here, the boneless wings.
Oh yeah, the wings are pretty good here.
They are really good.
Yes, I mean, yeah, it's an Irish pub and whatnot, but you gotta have American staples, and wings are an American staple. Here.
I'm surprised you don't like the breaded pickle.
I'm upset that they don't have the Scotch eggs here anymore. From the original owners, anyways. The Scotch eggs were.
I mean, they got deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs are good. Don't get me wrong. I love eating a good deviled egg.
The Reuben here is good. The
Yeah, the
dynamite
Reuben.
shrimp wrap is also very good.
Yeah, the Reuben here is really good. I haven't had anything bad here.
No, I have not either had anything bad. I was going to make a joke, but no, I can't do that anymore. Because I'm trying to go for a higher brow of comedy. That and this will be rewatched. So.
Just going through looking at the notes here. So,
Production value, have show notes. I'm impressed.
yeah, I actually got notes and whatnot, which is a way better than the first two episodes that we've done so far. Those are more on the whim and fueled heavily on Jameson.
As it should be. Most good stuff comes from that.
Yeah.
I can't say the agency I work for though, because I'm not an authorized speaker.
You don't have to. You can just say generically what you do.
No, there's only one agency in Texas that does that.
Ah, okay. You can say adult babysitter.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I mean, adult babysitter doesn't sound half bad. There's writing on the wall, on the roof.
Yeah.
I haven't been that drunk to see the writing on the roof.
Yeah, it's a big map.
Is Rivendell on there?
No. I don't think they have room to put Mordor on it. It's a good pull though.
Would you like another one?
I'm here just to hang out with you, so whatever you want to do. Did you want to eat food?
Oh, of course.
I don't know what you want to do. I'm just kind of here hanging with my buddy.
Yeah, I'll do the fish and chips.
I'm seeing, I don't know if I told you, I'm seeing Neil Anderson tomorrow. We're going to hang out and have lunch.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's doing good.
I'm sure he's...
He had a stroke.
When?
A year and a half ago. And I heard about it shortly after. And he wasn't doing great, but he's had a lot of therapy. So now when I talk to him, you can't tell.
That's good.
So he's got one kid in Arizona, basically married. His other kid that was living here, he's engaged. He'll get married next month or next year. But I want to get with him because he does all the audio and the sound effects for all the houses at Horror Nights.
Thank you.
So we're going to get together and have lunch with him tomorrow. And then we're going to go to Horror Nights, me and the kids, that night. And then I'll leave there Friday to go to Tampa to see Howl Scream. And then
So they're doing hollow screen at SeaWorld now.
It's not the same.
I know.
It's not the same.
So
It's like buying a pair. Seeing your friends got a pair of like Hey Dudes, and you can't afford them, so you get Sup Bros. It's not the same thing.
Sup Bros. Was that the Payless brand?
I don't think
It should be a Payless
I don't think it
brand.
exists. It's a meme
Yes.
I saw.
Yeah. Still working on merchandise over here, so might have some Sup Bros at some point. So that's a pretty decent segue going into like the current events that are going on right now between the hurricane and have you heard of the dock strikes?
I have heard of the dock strikes.
That I'm not looking forward to.
Awful, especially around here. And the interview I saw this morning is a guy that had a fresh like fish restaurant, like a fresh seafood restaurant right there, and he's like, I mean, some of the fishermen that I don't know if they're on strike or not, but he made mention that a lot of that stuff he gets is right there from the docks.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the workers leave and they go to these restaurants and then they go home. But without them working, like that's a big portion of his business.
Oh
is
yeah.
just the
So
workers.
to give some context behind what we're talking about, as of October 2nd, 2024, there is currently a longshore strike or a longshoreman strike going on at all the ports from all the way up in Maine down to Texas, all along the eastern seaboard and Gulf of Mexico, which is something that I'm concerned with just because, I mean, think of all the freight that comes in.
That's a lot of
From overseas and whatnot. Now, they could probably bypass it by going through California and whatnot, and then shipping everything via truck over this direction. But
still, the cost is going to go up.
You're looking at petroleum. You're looking at raw goods, finished goods, just anything that comes in a container, any vehicles that come over here. All that's going to be affected coming over to the eastern seaboard, which is a lot. I don't know. It's going to be a rough couple of weeks.
We're assuming it's going to last that long.
So I did a little bit of research before coming up here, and the union president did discuss the situation with the president of the United States, currently Biden, and Biden was not interested in talking to them.
I can't imagine Joe's interested in a whole lot of shit right now.
I don't think that he's even.
I think he's
doing
kind of mentally,
anything right now.
he's mentally checked out.
Like the past 25 years or so.
Mm. Look, if you had a job and you're like, look, I can't run and do this anymore, so I'm going to have my backup do it, who's campaigning for my job while I'm sitting in my job, and they're not going to force me out. I'm going through the motions at that point.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down and pretend I don't know what anyone's talking about, let my wife do all the heavy lifting, shake a few hands, kiss a few babies, talk to Netanyahu and say, slow it down over there. Or I'm not going to do anything right now. You wait till November, though, because it's going to change.
Of course, this would happen on an election year.
It always happens during election years.
Dude, crazy shit happens during election years.
Wait till it's October. There's always an October surprise in election years. Because
Well, I mean, we've already gone through it with, 2 attempted assassinations on Donald Trump in 2 months?
I mean, great job catching it as it happened.
Yeah.
But every time this happens, oh, he was on our watch list.
Always. It's always on the watch list. You know how the second, which is strange that there was 2 times that it happened, but you know how they catch the second guy, right?
They saw the rifle pointing out through a bar or something like that.
Yeah, through a chain link fence.
Chain link fence.
And he was wearing a salmon color shirt.
Well, that's how you blend in on a golf course.
Oh yeah, because of all the green.
It's camouflage.
Yeah. You
know,
blend it by
golf
sticking
course.
out.
You wear that, bad khakis, and a Salt Life hat. Well, at least in Florida.
Yeah. Almost there, but not really. Kudos to the electric taped scope that was on there. Did you see that bit?
I didn't see much of the second guy stuff. Once I saw it was another one, I just kind of rolled my eyes. I was like, Jesus Christ. But I did see the setup from the first kid. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot of Chinese stuff on there that we wouldn't have carried when we worked together.
Chineseium.
Oh my God. What's the name of that company that always has Chinese-made rails and everything? I just talked to a guy about them, and I can't believe that right now I'm a beer and a half in and I can't remember what it's called. But there's all sorts of small AR companies that put the cheapest stuff on it possible. And that was pretty much everything I saw on this kid's gun.
Well, anything that you get off of Amazon or Temu.
I had a Temu account for about an hour and a half. And number one, you can really overspend quickly on that. But the moment I started really looking into it, I'm like, this feels like I'm on the TikTok of like websites. So I just got rid of it really quick. And about a month later, they're like, oh yeah, Temu is about the same thing as TikTok, where the information may not be completely safe.
Yeah.
So I was like,
well, I mean, that's part of the reason why we don't have a TikTok account on this channel.
I've never wanted to have a TikTok account.
Yeah, and nor do I. Granted, I understand that it's very popular with the young kids and whatnot, but we're here indulging on beers for like adult content.
We're not doing a TikTok dance trend.
No.
Nor would anyone want to see that.
No, not even a little bit. Not me, anyways. This guy, on the other hand, I've seen him cut a rug before.
That's a false statement. The only thing I've ever done when we've been out and there's been music and people dancing is me sitting in the corner at the bar, usually talking shit with you about everything else we're seeing.
Yeah. But I can run pretty quick with my shirt off.
That is a fact, and that is a story that I don't know if you're prepared to have go.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about it now. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I go viral because I ran up and down a bowling alley?
But don't bury the lead on it.
Just saying.
I start?
So, for context on this story, Ryan and I used to work together at a gun store over here in Winter Garden. And I've known him for years prior to that as being a customer, but finally decided to go through and work up there because I thought that the discount would offset my paycheck.
Did not.
Not even a little
not
bit.
Even
but
close.
It was probably the most fun that I've had in the most, second most stressful situation of my life.
So every month as the GM, I was given a certain amount of money to spend on team building. And me not being overtly creative with how I like to do things, yet still wanting to take care of my guys, one of the most convenient locations to go to was a very old family-owned bowling alley.
Not too far away.
Yeah, 5 minutes away. We could probably walk there
and stumble back.
Yeah, from this location. Very large facility, but we'd go there and there'd probably be 6, 7 of us. And we were having a great time. Someone kept buying pitchers of beer.
Buckets.
Which led to this decision. Thank you, buckets.
Yeah, buckets.
And at some point, Ray and I started talking smack to each other, and I said, I'll tell you what, if you get a strike on this, we're on the very first lane. There's 17 lanes, maybe longer than that.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
20-some lanes. I said, if you strike on this, I'll have to take my shirt off and streak from here all the way down and all the way back.
Wall to wall.
And he did not. And then I turned to him and said, now, if I get a strike on this frame, you're going to have to do it. And God bless him, he said, okay. I think I bowled one strike that night, and it happened to be
that one.
And before I could turn around and celebrate that all 10 pins hit the ground, I already heard a woo! And turned and saw this impressive specimen, shirt already over his head and whipping it.
Probably
a
probably
terrible
4 lanes
towel
down.
at a Steelers game. And to the shock and horror of a lot of people down these lanes who did not know what to do. But on our way back, my man was cheered. People were celebrating, jumping up and down, clapping. Wooing.
I almost knocked over a kid.
Twice.
There and back, too.
But the most impressive thing was that after he came back, we had 9 minutes left in our game. They put an extra 15 on that.
Yeah.
They tipped him.
Yeah. I brought the entertainment.
Entertainment
won.
I'll tell you what, that was worth 15 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It took 15 minutes for us to stop laughing about it.
Oh. Then we played pool afterwards, and that was a good time. Rough day at work the next day, but that was a good time.
Did we go to work that next day?
That was on a Friday.
So I did not.
Yeah, you didn't work. I did, on the other hand.
Perks.
Yes. Perks of being a manager at a gun store.
No, I don't need anonymous people to help me drink. I'd like to know them by name.
No, yeah, same here. Hence the channel.
But yeah, I love that industry. But from being in that industry as long as I was, and I felt like that was forever, like 20 some years. I loved every bit of it. And I really got to learn not just selling stuff, because I didn't want to just sell something to sell something. I mean, I thought you figured that out. I was like, well, what does it even want? What do you need?
Mm-hmm.
But being able to work on them, being able to understand them, kind of like, you know, yeah, I sell cars, but now I can work on them too. I always enjoyed that. Because I lucked into the ability of turning a hobby into a career. And not a lot of people can do that. But I also did it fully knowing that I'm never going to be able to retire doing this. I'm going to work to the day I die. But I never felt like I was going to work. I was always hanging out with my buddies, you know, selling guns, helping people figure out what they need, helping them learn, getting their license, fixing. And I always loved doing it until I didn't. And I think it was a very
switch moment.
It was a switch moment. You know, customer's always right. Not always. Sometimes they're just.
So the full thing behind that is the customer's always right, depending on the product that you have on the shelf. They dictate your product. Doesn't mean that they're right for being a dick.
Correct. But the moment I stopped doing that and started doing what I do now, I don't have that stress level anymore. Ironic that I work at a far more dangerous profession, but
adult babysitter.
Basically, yeah, 6'4" violent toddlers. But I go home and I don't have the same level of stress. Like, oh shit, I forgot to get that order in, or I got to check on the status of this, or what is this thing getting fixed, or the same guy is going to come through tomorrow and talk about the same bullshit that I don't care about. I go home, I don't have to worry about that.
You just check out.
I don't check out. I mean, I do legitimately care, but
so when I say check out, it's not like that you're constantly worrying what's happening on the background.
Like, well, you do and you don't. Like, for me, it's different now. Like, for me, I still worry about the people that are still there on different shifts. You know, did I leave? I have inmates that work for me, but I don't do the traditional correctional officer stuff. Albeit I do, because I'm on every block and every pipe chase every day. But I don't have to run a block every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not directly responsible for saying, okay, you're going to go to this pod and you're going to run these however many inmates might be on whatever pod, and make sure they're getting their showers and they're getting fed and there's no fights in the day rooms. They're doing
no human right violations are happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we fix things. So as long as the stuff I have on my list for that day we address or I've assigned it, I'm fine. And I feel better going home knowing that I can see that I've actually fixed stuff. 90% is going to get broken that night because inmates will inmate. But the other stuff that legitimately you actually get someone that's like, hey, thank you for taking care of that because I just moved here and it legitimately wasn't working. I didn't have any water or whatever the case is. Yeah, I feel better about that. And I feel good about the interactions I have with the inmates that work for me, because I do believe that rehabilitation and reintegrating them back into society starts with not treating them all like pieces of shit animals all day long.
Well, I mean, animals is probably they don't have PETA. They don't have PETA.
But I mean, there are some you legitimately cannot get through, and you're not going to. They've got another 50 years in the system. They're 45 years old. They're never getting out. You're not going to be able to reach them. But the ones that have certain jobs and that you know what their story is because you can look them up. Everyone can look up stuff. But once you start understanding, okay, this guy has been in here for 17 years. He's a year and a half away from seeing his probation, which he may or may not get, but you can tell there's a different change. I want to see my kids. You know, I screwed up when I was this young. I did dumb shit.
They're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
They're starting to. And now that they've, been doing a certain job for a while, that's their skill set to go on when they get out. So if I can treat them not as an employee-employer situation, but I mean, you're familiar with how I treated my guys. I didn't have a real hierarchy. I mean, I treat everyone like, hey, if you want to do this, I'll teach you how to do this. This is easy. But understanding I'm in a certain uniform, you're in a certain uniform, there's rules we're going to follow, but I'm not going to talk down to you all day long and treat you like a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
Also because they've got hammers and pipe wrenches that they can turn and beat the shit out of me with, and I've got pepper spray. So there's a certain massaging that you have to do and how you communicate effectively, and still have them do what you need them to. Because I don't really lift a finger to fix anything. They do all the heavy lifting for me, so I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they all said, fuck it, we're not coming in. Okay, well, I mean, you can get out of place case, that's fine. But I also need them to perform. So there's always a balancing act you do to stay within policy and still do what society expects you to do.
Right.
In your position.
No, which, I mean, that's a big thing with the younger generation coming up. Like, I wouldn't say that there's a sense of entitlement that goes along with them, but the entitlement that they have
is ridiculous.
Oh, it really is. Because, I mean, these are kids that grew up never being spanked, never being punished.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a trophy. Like, it's a sad place that we're in, because if you go through and reward mediocrity, you're always going to get mediocrity.
And then that becomes complacent and you get far less.
Mm-hmm.
I have kids that are working with me half my age, and it pains me to be able to say I know kids that work with me that are half my age. But they legitimately are, and their work ethic is terrible. They call out because, well, it's my Friday, so I want to have a longer weekend. Well, that's retarded.
Thank you.
I'm there, my shift never stops. I'm Monday through Friday. Fortunately, I lucked into a great position. But if you know, you can count it. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:15. I mean, I'm supposed to be there at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm there Monday till Friday. I don't miss days. You see me. I don't like calling out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel guilty for taking 2 weeks off to come here and see my kids and see my family and do horror nights and see my buddies like you and a few others. But I know that when I go back, I'll still have work. I'll still have shit that I'm going to catch back up on. But
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I could have taken 6 weeks off. But I don't know what to do for 6 weeks other than sit around and do nothing and hang out with my dog.
I barely know what to do with, 4 days off.
I know what to do. It's nothing. And I appreciate just sitting there doing nothing, having a whiskey or beer.
Quiet.
Peace and fucking quiet.
It's such a rare
Me,
commodity
my
anymore.
dog, and just, God forbid I say it because I'm 46, Xbox, Madden, college football, whatever. I enjoy that. And I don't bother anyone, and no one bothers me. And I'll go out, cook some food for myself, for the dog, for whoever wants to pop by, which very rarely happens. But I just enjoy the peaceful life now, which has not always been my modus operandi.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so much nicer. Just doing nothing. But when I go to work, I go to work, and we go to work hard.
So, that's the thing. You enjoy doing nothing because you work so hard to get to that point.
I've also been around so many other people that, if you're off, hey man, we're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here. And that's fine. There are people that when they wake up, they don't want to be here. They want to go out and experience everything. I've done all that shit. That's fine. I don't mind. Go to the beach, go to a bar, go to a restaurant, hell, we lived here for so long. Go to the theme parks. Fuck, I've worked in every theme park in Central Florida. And to be honest, one of the best jobs I ever had was working at Jaws, which sadly is now buried underneath Harry Potter, which breaks my fucking heart. But that was fighting a rubber shark 8 hours a day for 2.5 years. Some of the best stories of my life that I ever had fighting a rubber shark.
Every day.
Every day. Too much so that I actually had a replica Amity Boat Tour shirt made. When I go out, I'm like, yeah, just piece of my history. But I mean, just little shit like that you look back on, you're like, yeah, but that was fun. Yeah, but you've done this, you ran this, you got promoted to do this, you're doing this now, but you take on different roles and you wear different hats, but there's always that one thing you look back and you're like, yeah, that was fun. Being a college kid around a bunch of other college kids using a fake 40mm grenade launcher
To launch it.
Yeah, fighting little plumes of water that jump up in a rubber shark, and it's really funny when the rubber shark doesn't do what the rubber shark's supposed to do and doesn't even show up, and you have to pretend like, that was pretty fucking cool, right? I shot nothing.
And nothing happened. We all love it.
So many ways to die on that ride. Because that thing, when it moved through the water, it had to go through the force of a 747 at takeoff because all the latex on the machinery and hydraulics. So due to water displacement, if you were on one of the head sharks that came up and you were in front of it, you could get sucked under and then reset on. And I've seen it happen to a bird. So that's why I rather wear kill switches, but they weren't comfortable. So if you fall off, the ride stops. That happened once. Not to me.
To someone, though.
So you start.
All right. Welcome back to the Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond, over here with Stricky over here. Currently, we're over at the Boulevard Oyster Bar, or BBL Oyster Bar, over in Brooksville, Florida. Place is honestly really good. We just finished up with an interview with the owner of the place, along with the other Florida cracker brands. Strick, you got to tell me, what do you like about this place the most?
I mean, I like it because it's pretty much right behind my house. I can come here, have a couple beers, and go on home, and it's bedtime.
Oh yeah, location, location, location. But they do have tons of fresh seafood up here. They have oysters, shrimp, all that good stuff. They also have burgers, tater tots, which are hella good. If you do come out here, make sure to get the loaded tater tots, cheese, bacon, tater tots. It's everything that you need and nothing that you don't.
Yeah. Plus the oysters with the Bob sauce. You'll never have another sauce like the Bob sauce. Trust me, it is delicious.
Oh, it really is. Considering that it's in the middle of damn near nowhere, because you have to take a backcountry road to come out here. As you can see behind us, we have traffic going behind us.
It's a major back road.
It really is. No, like I've seen back roads, but this back road takes a cake when it comes to back roads. But awesome location overall. Guys, currently as we're filming, it's a little warm outside, but it's nice and breezy. Bugs ain't too bad yet. Under a ton of shade underneath some 100-plus-year-old oak trees too. Just, I really enjoyed this place.
Yeah. Plus, again, they got TVs everywhere. Football game's on right now.
Oh yeah, we got a football game going on, one TV. Don't know why there's a tennis match going on, but if you're into that, you got that going on.
Pickleball.
That's pickleball?
That's pickleball.
So I've never seen pickleball before. I know it's the fastest growing sport and whatnot, but that is tennis. I don't care what they say. That's tennis.
It might as well be, but yeah, no. Smaller court. Don't let the ball hit the ground.
Fair enough. So last time that we filmed, we did a Waffle House run.
Last time we let the beer talk.
Oh God, that was a fun time. I think you were more in control on that one than anything else.
All right.
Yeah.
Most of our problems are when we go out to a location, they'll feed me shots. I cannot do shots.
Never.
But last location, they only had beer. I could drink beer all day long and be fine. So I noticed towards the end of the night, you're looking a little rough.
Maybe. Allegedly.
So I looked you in the eye.
In the ocular socket.
And I said, Waffle House?
Done. Do it to it on that one.
So we went to the Claremont Waffle House. Great location.
Surprisingly, all the servers and the cook had all their teeth.
Yeah. And they were, what's the word I'm looking for? Riddled with homecoming. But they still had time for us. We made them laugh. They made us laugh. We left them a good tip afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great time overall.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing when it comes to going out to eat nowadays. Granted, we are focusing mainly on smaller businesses, less than 2 locations, the mom and pop operations. But in general, if you are going to go out to eat, make sure to tip well. Because a lot of the places that are here in North America, whatever the server makes on tips, that's their annual income.
Right. Tip well and don't drive drunk. You took an Uber, made it there.
Took an Uber back to where we started off at after we sobered up some. Made it as safe as possible. Yeah, definitely made it as safe as possible. But yeah, just make sure to tip whenever you go out. Because when you come across a place that has great service, you have to tip accordingly. You really do. Now, that being said, not all servers are going to be great. There are some servers that,
Just having a bad day.
yeah, are just having a bad day beginning. There's a lot of servers that are just starting out there. And for those, for the servers that are new, that are having a bad day, you have to keep that in consideration. Now, there are some servers that just suck. Like, they have no business.
Outright.
Yeah, there are some servers that just suck. But those are few and far in between from what I've seen over the years.
All right. Well, we got a little off topic there.
Mhm.
Let's get back. What do you think about the bathroom here?
Clean. No, on par with Buc-ee's. And I don't take that lightly. Especially with it being a small hole-in-the-wall place out in the middle of nowhere. Clean bathrooms.
Just everything here is
Oh.
clean.
Clean.
I always see them cleaning. They got a mop. It doesn't smell like oysters when you walk in.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like seafood in general whenever you walk in, which is typically what you get whenever you go to the seafood place. Even big places like the lobster of the magenta color, or, you know what I'm talking about. And some of the other places that you and I possibly grew up on, like Lee and Rick's over in Pine Hills, that place has been around for 1.5 million years.
That smell is embedded in the wall.
Oh,
I'm totally gonna go
it's
again
in
one
the
day.
paint, it's in the concrete, but it's worth going to because it's nostalgic to the Orlando area.
That is the first place I had an oyster bomb.
Which brings that up.
Yes.
So, Strig, explain to us what an oyster bomb is exactly.
Typical bomb situation. So, you got your Jaeger bomb, you got your sake bomb, you got your car bomb. This is an oyster bomb, but you're not actually dropping anything into it. It's just one cup. They put the oyster in it, and depending on your flavor, like here at Bob's, they do a vodka version. It's like having a Bloody Mary with the oyster. Or you just do traditional. You put the oyster in it, put some beer, put some hot sauce, down you go.
Down the hatch. So I'm not a big fan of Bloody Marys, but I'd probably go the Bloody Mary route.
Yeah, I would think you would enjoy that more.
Yeah. Gotta have a sour pickle to go along with it, too.
That's the one thing I don't think they have here is pickles.
Yeah. Like, little pickles, anyways. I'm sure they got pickles on their sandwiches and what have you.
On the burger.
Yeah, on the burgers.
Yeah.
Which, have you seen the last episode that we did with the owner of here? Everything is charbroiled. Everything is high quality, high fresh. It's a scratch kitchen, so everything that comes in through the back door is going to be raw ingredients. It's not often that you're going to come across anything that's canned, anything that's processed before they just go through and cut open a bag and put it on a warming table. It's all made from scratch, which it does reflect on the price, but not as bad as what you think it would be, especially for the quality that you get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's our main focus here, is to make sure that we have the best experience. That way we can make sure to tell you, the viewer, how we feel about the place.
Right. Convey it to you guys. So the last thing I kind of want to talk about is our fantasy football.
Yeah, Strickland does fantasy football. I know of fantasy football. I don't really do the sports all that much.
Fantasy sports ball.
The sports ball and do stuff.
So I am not the greatest, but I will say I have won my league twice. Whereas it's only a 10-man league, but other people can't say that. So one of our rules is if your players score 0 points, you have to do an ice.
And what's an ice?
0-2.
So that's going to be on him on that one. But let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, as you've seen on the previous viewing of BBL Oyster Bar. Owner's very involved, not only with this location, but all the other locations that are underneath the Florida Cracker name. Definitely an amazing place.
Right. I'm good.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Now, as far as the food and beer menu, domestics, imports, everything that you would typically see at any given restaurant. Food here, they have everything from burgers, oysters, different flavors of whatever you can really think of. The tater tots, huge fan of the tater tots once again.
They have 2 beers on tap. Busch Light and Miller High Life.
Can't go wrong with either.
But cans of all kinds.
Oh yeah, they have Coors Banquet, Coors Light, Corona. They have everything that you need and nothing that you don't.
Right. So to wrap on our part.
All right. So thank you for visiting the Intoxication Station. We will see you next time.
Stay classy, Florida.
Stay classy.
All right. I think that was a good one. All right, we're back.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we're back enough. So, what were you mentioning about being hotter than shit? Not even lying a little bit.
Our phones cannot handle it.
My phone can't handle it. Of course, I'm running Apple. He's running Android. It's going to handle the heat like a fucking champ. One F-bomb for me.
It's a beast.
Yeah, it do be like that.
But we are back.
We are back. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep that out of my pocket because that's like putting a hot coal in there.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, this is...
So, what I will do here, so I can see that we're Florida. That should be enough for you. That should be enough for you. We are Florida gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the Florida.
So again, the reason that you would want to come around here, they have a dock over here. If you wanted to, you could jump off. Wouldn't recommend it, but
it's also not frowned upon too.
Yeah, if you wanna show off your Florida, there it is over there.
Once again, not frowned upon.
Now, well, I will get into the drinks they have here. They have the regular Michelob. They have Bud Light. They don't do much on the craft beer. That's what I'm looking for. It's not a craft bar. You're coming here to enjoy the food. You're coming here to enjoy...
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant with bars.
Yeah.
Or with the ability to get alcoholic beverages.
What else are you looking for?
Damn, man. I mean, sometimes people go to restaurants for food.
What?
Yeah, it's a crazy concept. People do it. Sometimes, not all the time.
I think you're lying to me right now.
Yeah, fibbery do be fibbery.
But I will say the food here is delicious.
Very foodie.
I am not a fan of crab, but the crab cakes, they got me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We're just obviously gonna have to edit it.
There will be editing done, but I mean, that's the whole point of doing a preliminary run.
Right. And we have to take pictures of the pirate over there, and take pictures of the shark over there.
Oh, we gotta go through and take pictures, we gotta do all that. But the whole point is finally getting this thing out on the air.
I think we got it.
Yeah,
I think that's a good 30-minute introduction.
Hands.
It's not. We're not recording right now.
Yeah, we are. Are we not recording?
No, we're talking about what we're going to do. The recording is over. I think we did good.
Recording do be recording, though.
I mean, obviously it's recording, so if you're going to look, this is what Patreon's for.
Which we will be working on a Patreon at some point. When, when we obtain the knowledge on how to do a Patreon and how that works, absolutely. We are 100% going to do that.
I like, when we got the knowledge of how to do a podcast, obviously this will be out there.
I mean, not saying that the knowledge to do a podcast is very knowledgeable.
It's a Google thing.
It is a Google thing. Yeah. Thank God for Google. That is the most silent airboat I've ever heard in my life. And like the props going,
Oh, bro. The last time we were here, you remember that fucking pontoon boat that was out there? It was a $3 million pontoon boat.
Oh, easy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was jealous.
Speaking of, oh God. So
now here's the question. Do you want me to go through it and edit it, or do you want to do it?
Well, so trick question, yes and no. So you listen to podcasts, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So the fact that you listen to podcasts, you're way above my pay grade. As far as that goes, yeah. I've listened to a podcast with Bugs. It was about Crips of Tennessee and North Georgia. That was such a long drive that I had with him because we were driving from Georgia back to Florida.
Bet.
And God, that was a long trip. Not as long as the one that we had from California to Louisiana.
That was a good trip.
Yeah,
we got some Harry Potter action on that one.
How many books did we go through? Like all the books?
No, 2.
Yeah, we went through, which is a lot for a fucking road trip. But yeah, as far as the whole going through editing and whatnot, I would like to edit what I got. You can edit what you got. Mash them up. We're gonna have to get a Dropbox and all that good stuff.
Well, I have external hard drive. Hey, you know what? Kyle. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Kyle!
You've been promoted.
How would you feel about editing for us?
I believe you have more free time than either of us. You okay, buddy?
Sometimes I do not have more free time than you. Sometimes I do.
Right.
Are you okay?
But in your free time, do you think you could edit it for us?
What do you mean by edit?
The video clips.
Yes. Snip them together.
Because Apple do be Apple and like kind of didn't want to do like hot stuff. This motherfucker, on the other hand, this camera, ooh.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's an Android. It can handle it.
Obviously, we'll pay you. Is it something that you think you can put in your repertoire of things that you can do?
Cash, Zelle, or Cash App.
That's not the problem. The problem is whether or not I can do what you want. I don't know what you want exactly.
A coherent conversation. That's what we're looking
Without
for.
being too choppy.
Yeah.
Because, not gonna lie, I was gonna solely rely on my phone to go through and record, but Strickland had the right idea of doing two phones, and thank God, because we're currently recording right now, and
with my hands up.
Yeah, with his hands up. And had we not done that, we would have been over there like doing stuff with the drinky.
So is it something that you think you can put in your repertoire? That's what we're asking.
I think I could do that.
Okay.
That didn't seem
And give us a coherent conversation. So this means you
Well, look,
you
if
would
you
have
hand
to.
me a pile of shit,
This means
I
you would
can
have to
only-
listen to it.
that's fine.
Okay, you would have to listen to it, and you would have to like take the better parts and put them together.
You have to make sense of it.
Right. Is that something you think you could do?
I can try.
Is that something you're willing to do? Because we'll pay you.
For financial reciprocation.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see if you like the outcome.
It's all up in the air at this point. Since we are beginning, anything can go from here. It could be the most incoherent.
We just wanted a 30-minute.
unhinged
Yeah.
fucking thing ever. Because what I would like to see is a lot more snippets and like clips.
Something
For-
we're gonna put on TikTok. Can you do that too? Because we
Can
got
you be your social media manager? If only we
the
knew a
camera
social
here.
media manager.
we have the camera here. We'll upload everything to your computer. There is an AI. You don't even have to do it. Upload it to the AI. It'll give us the snippets that we need for TikTok. but you have to upload it for TikTok. Is that something you think you can do?
That sounds super easy.
I'll link it to you. But it's something that we can put our video to, and they'll get like the best points of the video.
Then I'll go to the podcast.
We can actually stop this right now.
No, keep it going. Keep going. We need Patreon stuff. So, currently, as far as the media outlets that we have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Those are the outlets that we have. Would you be able to, I will provide you with the links and passwords and whatnot, but would you be able to go through and post on those, provided that we have the content for you?
We'll see why not.
Okay. So far,
Is that something you're willing to do, though? That's the thing.
For financial gain.
Actually,
Okay. Financial gain works. Okay. So far, we're making shit happen.
Yeah, I like it. I like where we're moving.
Yeah.
more details in the future. With less of these.
No, that's the perfect amount, right?
Yeah, we need more of those. Speaking of, no. So, yes. What is that, by the way?
I don't know, some strawberry basil.
Strawberry basil drink.
Drink.
Smash. Like me.
Alright, but you are down for it.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's not bad.
He's DTE.
I think we have an editor.
Yeah. Shaking on his behalf.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Editor?
Vicariously.
Thank you.
What was that shake? That was... Hold on.
That was a princess. You should have kissed my hand when I did that.
Alright, so you're down for that.
I'll take the Beppy. You guys doing okay over
Can
here?
we do one more, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
She said, fuck you, Kyle. She told you to suck a hairy butthole.
It's like a flash.
I told you I like this guy. He's a good guy.
He is.
Look, I'm sorry, for whatever reason, my dad and Debbie do not like you. So these microphones, fucking awesome. We did some mic check.
Way more gooder than what I had provided. Thank God. Because the ones I provided were kind of, well, I mean, they were $35 mics.
I'm gonna say they better. For 10 times the price. I would expect much more.
Complaining over there.
Bean, you talking shit over there?
Don't be talking shit.
Men. Women. Men.
I didn't do that. That was him.
That's 100% him. You're dating him, by the way. So, on B channel, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Ready? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the Intoxication Station. We're filming here on location at the Bistro in Brooksville. Sensational place.
Always got great food. Always got good drinks. On Saturdays, they as long as they have the champagne, they like to do unlimited mimosa if you can make it.
Yeah, you're a little bit hurter on that.
I am hurt. They did not have it today.
Yeah,
That's just because of homecoming. So
yeah.
What can you do?
I mean, there's only so much that you can really do in a situation like that. I mean, big event, last minute. I'm sure no one made reservations ahead of time.
Exactly.
But aside from that, what'd you have today when we were up here?
The special today was pepperoni, honey chipotle, pizza. They have their own brick oven in here. Fantastic.
Yeah, the brick oven's pretty amazing. It's one of the more authentic brick oven pizza places I've been to. Now, I did go outside the fray a little bit, and I got their Firebird chicken sandwich, and oh my God, that thing was so good.
I have had that before. It's delicious.
Yeah, the Firebird is amazing. The pickles are very pickly, if I can say it like that. I mean,
what does very pickly mean?
Well, so have you ever ate a pickle before?
I don't think I have.
How many pickles do you think you've had?
I mean, I get the gallon jar of pickles all the time.
Oh yeah. So it's like eating that, but in one pickle. Like, very intense pickle flavor, but it paired very well.
Right.
It paired very well with the sheer pickly goodness that it was. So, currently we're on location. We're currently in the historic portion of Brooksville. We're going to have some B-roll footage showing here in a little bit, but we're currently across the street from the Hernando County Courthouse. Very old building. What I would imagine early 1900s originally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so early 1900 building, all brick, gorgeous, period correct for the area. Now, it does look like that they're having an event just on the other side of the street from where we're at. We'll have B-roll footage of that as well, too. And basically what they're telling everybody is, oh, you want to go down this road?
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're
Can't
not
do that.
going down this road right now.
Yeah, it's I think it's the Brooksville Founders Day.
Oh, really? We
Yeah.
came on a Founders Day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's lucky timing as far as
I
that
forgot
goes.
about that.
Yeah. So at least, yeah, that's something. So, yeah, amazing place. So, as we always do with all our podcasts, what do you rate the bathroom?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I always feel comfortable going in their bathroom.
Yeah. And very clean establishment, very nice establishment. Mom and Pop owned and operated. I love it.
They always do. There's another, not location, but there's a brewery down the road called Broad Street Brewery. They normally have on the weekend, well, it's Saturday at least. If you go to Broad Street, you can order from them, and they'll deliver the food over there
Really?
to Broad Street. Yeah.
So that's a really good feature to have at a brewery, because I know with a lot of breweries they don't have food services typically, so they have to be relying on food trucks, other delivery services like Uber Eats and stuff like that. So to be able to have a brick and mortar deliver to a brick and mortar, that's a really good option to have, especially in the area. Because I mean, Broad Street from where we're at is just right down the road.
Yeah, right over there.
Mm-hmm.
So was that espresso martini? What do you think of that?
So I've been here a handful of times now, and every time I come in here, gotta have the espresso martini. I still don't know what kind of alcohol they put in there, but it's freaking delicious. Especially the little coffee bits that they go through and float on top of it. That's what really makes it. It's like biting into a chocolate-covered espresso bean. It's so good if you're into coffee.
Oh, it is
That's
good.
the biggest thing if you're into coffee. Now,
I hate coffee.
yeah,
Hey, coffee.
which, I mean, I'm sorry. But, I mean, that's more coffee for me, too. So, typically, whenever you come up here, because you live right down the road from here.
Yes.
Now, when you come up here, what do you traditionally get as far as drinks go?
Oh, I go straight for unlimited mimosa.
Which,
It's nice.
oh, yeah.
They got different flavors. They got pineapple. They got orange juice. They got. They did have a pomegranate at one time, but
Oh, I see. I would have been down with pomegranate. Because I don't know what it is about pomegranate, but that's good stuff. It's just enough sweet, just enough tart. It's like a Sour Patch Kid, but not too much sweet. It's more on the sour side of things.
yeah, we could say that. And then the good thing about this place is, on a Saturday, it's a great place to start the day. You come here, have some great food, a couple drinks if you want, and then you're in downtown Brooksville. There's other things to do here.
Yeah, which the key point with downtown Brooksville, it's very walkable space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very walkable. Like from eyeshot of where we're at right now, like I mentioned, they do have a street event going on right now. There are a couple of restaurants that are within walking distance of the current location. And like you mentioned before, Broad Street Brewery is just right down the street. We may
down the
have to
street.
check them out at some point.
Them.
Wink, wink.
And then Florida Cracker Tap Room is right down the street too.
Yeah. Florida Cracker Tap Room. You know, one of these days we need to film an episode there. Because
For sure.
if anything, the biscuits alone. The biscuits at the Florida Cracker Kitchen, it's an all-scratch kitchen. A couple episodes ago, we did have an interview with the owner of the Florida Cracker brand, and he went through and filled us in on the history that makes Florida, Florida. And I've only eaten at the Florida Cracker Scratch Kitchen once before, and the biscuits.
It's rememberable.
Oh,
Because you're still talking about it to this day.
Oh yeah, that was almost a year ago since I've been there. So, hopefully we can get a filming session over there. But I mean, as it sits right now, if you catch yourself in the Brooksville area, I mean, Bistro isn't a bad place to come out to.
They also do reservations, and then they do, if you want to just reserve the whole building for, like a wedding party or some other kind of party, they do that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great venue, amazing place on the inside, clean establishment, just all around awesome place to come to.
For sure.
Yeah. So, on that note, Thank you for listening to the podcast. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yes. Country road, take a hoe to a place.
Welcome to the Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond,
I'm Justin.
and we're currently over here at Florida Cracker Tap Room and Kitchen. Justin, this place.
It's Florida. Florida.
So this place is just straight up amazing. So when you walk into the tap room, you are greeted with a live edge bar top, all snipers going through there, and it is the most unbalanced thing I've ever seen, but god damn it, they got good drinks.
It looks fancy as shit.
It is. So currently, once again, we're over here in Brooksville. As of filming, we're set up in the back where they have all the venues out here.
Yeah. They got a stage over there where they do concerts every now and then.
Yeah. We have some B-roll footage showing us walking back to the back area, and it's a really nice place back here, especially for this time of year. Currently, it's late October, and it's cool enough to where it's not terribly hot, but in the same token, it's not terribly cold either. Not even a little cold.
It's for some good sitting down outside.
Oh, yeah. So, nice breezy out here, light on the humidity. It's all around great time out here. Now, we did test out some of the specialty drinks that they have at the tap room.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, they do have a couple of specialty drinks. What I had was I had the bourbon flight.
Yeah, you immediately started with the bourbon flight.
Yeah, immediately started with a bourbon flight. Some pretty spicy boys on that flight, I do have to say. But all around, pretty decent bourbon. I also have the French toast drink that they have. Oh my god, that is so amazing.
Yep, had that before. They also have a couple others. They have a mule that is delicious. Their mimosas are pretty good, but I will say do the one with the whiskey in it because they use Verde for their champagne, and you can't have no fun on Verde.
Fair enough. That's an actual statement, too. So, as far as the surroundings here, once again, just like with Florida Cracker fashion, it's quintessential Florida.
Yeah, as long as it's not too hot. It's, not too bad. The sun is over in that direction. We're under an awning right now.
Yeah, currently, and we do have B-roll footage on that, too. We are filming on top of a Bronco Scout, which,
apparently is a bar that they leave out here for the events.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, kind of upset that I didn't think of it first. We're also repping some of their merch outside of our merch. If you want to go ahead and check out our Square website that has all our merch from bracelets, drinkware, patches, things of that nature. We do have that on our Square account. Link in the description below. Now, as far as the Florida Cracker locations, we've already been to one, being the Oyster Bar, and now we're here. There's so many other ones to choose from.
So the interesting thing about this place is you have the tap room, which is the bar location. The bar location is open till 11 o'clock at night, sometimes, depending on the day. But they have the Florida Cracker Kitchen right over there, and they're only open till 2
p.m.
So make sure you get here early because the food will blow your mind.
Oh, yeah. Now, one thing to emphasize on that as well, they are cash only at the restaurant portion of it.
That is definitely true.
When you do come here, make sure to have cash. Now, they do have an ATM, but no one wants to pay ATM fees.
Right.
And with that being said, we got here a little bit past 2:30 when they close on Saturdays, and not gonna lie, a little upset by that.
He definitely wanted the biscuit.
The biscuits here are out of this world. I'll talk about till the end of time. But on top of what Florida Cracker has at this location, they have the tap room, they have the kitchen, they also have a gift shop that has tons of Yeti items, tons of select whiskeys and bourbons in there that are under the Florida Cracker name.
If you ever been to Cracker Barrel, it's very similar, but
You can actually buy the stuff.
yeah, their stuff is a lot cooler than Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
You're not getting holiday themed stuff. I mean, they got some holiday, but yeah, Cracker Barrel. It's Halloween time right now. Cracker Barrel's already set up for Christmas time.
Oh yeah, yeah, we can't have that. And as you can see, we are repping some of their shirts. We are wearing the Florida Flage. I'm currently wearing the boot,
Oh yeah.
and Strickland is wearing the BBL, which is going to be the Oyster Bar location for those that haven't seen previous videos of ours. Now, they also have a real estate company too.
Oh yeah, they do.
Which is wild. Like, Florida Cracker's covering all bases in the Brooksville area, along with Inverness, Holly Hill, is it?
No, it'd be Inverness and Homosassa.
There we go. Yeah, Inverness and Homosassa. One of these days, we will get out to the Monkey Bar in Homosassa. Unfortunately, they did suffer some damages from Hurricane Milton that came through a few weeks past, and we're going to wait for them to get the kitchen back up and running. Their bar is open currently, so definitely check them out when you have a chance to. Now, yeah, what else can we say about this place?
If you ever wanted to pee in a keg, these bathrooms are set up for that.
Oh, yeah.
So their bathroom, I'll give it an 8. It's fairly clean. You're definitely not taking a number 2 here because there's just no stall for that. The door is gone, but the urinal
Is a keg.
is a keg.
It is a keg. And there's no lock on the door, too, so make sure to use that at your discretion.
Yeah.
So unless you want to go through and use the potty with friends, this would be the place to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And until it isn't. So as far as that goes, we are looking at the backside of the establishment. We do have some footage of the front of the establishments that are here. We did upgrade some camera equipment, which is pretty cool. We do have a drone, so we are able to get some aerial footage. So that should be a game changer here moving forward. Now, as far as other things to talk about, it's a great place. Definitely worth checking out.
It is a tap room, so they have a lot of beer on tap. And if you're a fan of Florida Avenue like I am, they have 3 of their beers on tap here. Right now. We'll say right now. But also, you know, it's just fun to come in here and be like, I'm going to try that beer today.
Oh, yeah. Try that beer. The bourbon selection and whiskey selection. My God, I haven't seen that many bottles since I was in a nursery.
Is a lot of bourbon here.
Yeah, so
you will not be disappointed if you like bourbon.
Yeah, they have a very wide selection of bourbons. Now, when I did try that bourbon flight earlier today,
It was intense.
So the bourbon was a little intense. Not going to lie on that one. Now, that being said, that is the flights that they had on selection, but that's not to say that that's the only thing that they have for the flights. Now, I'm sure they do rotate between different bourbons and whatnot, but all in all, it wasn't bad. I thought I was in a bourbon mood.
For $20.
I mean, for $20.
No.
I mean, $20 is $20
Yeah.
at the end of the day. I mean, 4 shots for $20. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. But I thought I was in a bourbon mood today. Unfortunately, I wasn't. They did turn it into an old fashioned, so there was some.
Oh, is that what that old fashioned was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the old fashioned was all the
They
liquors
just mix them all together. Oh my
Yeah.
God! Why did you make me drink that?
because it was tasty. The old fashioned.
I was not aware of that when you gave it to me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, they have so many different specialty drinks here. There was a Jenny Springs. What was it called? Jenny Springs water or something like that. It looked refreshing. It was vodka, lemon, and
Oh no, that's the mule. Jenny Springs mule.
Jenny Springs Boom. There
Yeah.
we go. So that looked like a really refreshing drink.
Oh, it's delicious. They put it in a copper cup and everything.
Oh, can't go wrong with copper.
Well, that's what you do with a mule.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But make sure that you get the cup back. Otherwise, the prices are probably going to go up from there. Anyways.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, that's what we have on this location currently. This may be a repeat location.
Yeah.
Some other
I mean,
time.
as far as things to do around here, just like we said over at the bistro, we got downtown Brooksville right over there. You got things you can do. If you ever like hot dogs, I do not. Pretty much right next door, there's Coney Island Hot Dog, which apparently Elvis has visited, but
Why am I just now finding out about this?
yeah.
I'm down for a good Gleazy.
Yeah.
Come on, Tricky. Come on.
But besides that, this location in itself, there was so much to do here.
Definitely an iconic location. Worth checking out. Now, when we were up here, there were a couple of bikers that were up here as well.
Bikers.
Yeah, like bikers, not bicyclists, not Lance Armstrong.
Not
or
Lance
anything.
Armstrong. Yeah.
But so it is a popular location overall, especially in the area. It's on a great route coming out this way too. Very scenic. Overall, just nice area.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I really
Very
do.
nice, especially on a cool day like today.
By Florida
Fantastic.
standards.
Yeah.
By Florida
By
standards.
Florida.
Because anything below 80 degrees and like 99% humidity is relatively
I
cool.
should be wearing my fur boots right now. I don't know about you.
Boots with the fur. But yeah, that's what we have at this location. Thank you for checking in with us, and we will see you next time.
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa!
I didn't think the table moved. Like
Holy
that.
shit!
That's my bad.
Welcome to the Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond, here with Strickland, going through and checking out Broad Street Brewery over here in Brooksville. Strick, I gotta say, pretty good place.
It's a great place.
Great place. They have phenomenal self brews here, or micro brews, if you will.
Yeah, microwaves.
But they also have a pretty good selection of other breweries that are here as well too. Currently, I'm drinking on the Good Neighbor Pale Ale that they have here, and I must say,
Oh yeah, yeah. They just made a Marzen. That's what I'm drinking right now. That is a very Oktoberfest beer. They nailed it. They nailed it.
no, it is a pretty decent one. They also have another one on tap from another company that I'm not going to name because I am trying to promote Broad Street. That, and I forgot the name of the brew that we were drinking, but it was
very pumpkin-y.
well, not just pumpkin-y, but probably one of the better pumpkin beers that are out there. Because I've tried.
I
a
could
few.
definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I've tried a few. You tried way more than I have. Because you're more of a pumpkin ale drinker.
Don't even lie. You know I'm a basic bitch.
You said it, not me. It's on video. But yeah, over here off of Main Street right now, right across the street from the Hernando County Recording Storage Facility at 234 East Jefferson Street.
If you ever have to go for jury duty in Brooksville, this is where you got to go.
Yeah, this is the place that you got to go to, which is... God, I don't know what to say about this place. Like, it's really nice, especially for the time of year that we're here. We totally didn't just do another podcast before recording this one because, I mean...
Totally not.
Nah, because why would you? And, yeah, it's a good place. It really is.
It is a good place.
Now, I do have to say, it did take them a while to get opened up.
Yeah.
Between permitting, going through inspections and whatnot. And
Permitting and the building itself is like 100 fucking years old.
Yeah, which can be a pain if you're going through it and doing a new business in an old building. I mean, that's part of the growing pains that go along with doing businesses in a historic area.
Right. And then not only that, you know, they're very artsy around here. They do yoga. They have a yoga class if you would like to participate every once a month. All the pictures on the wall, they are amazing. We'll try to get some of that here on our footage. Like, oof, you don't understand. Some of these drawings, they are pricey, but they're pricey for a good reason because they're awesome.
Well, I mean, that's artwork in a nutshell. The same thing could be said for the brews that they have on tap as well, too. Because out of, 16 taps that they have, at least 8 of them are their own brew.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's outstanding compared to some of the breweries that are out there that have, 5 or 6 at most.
And, well, let me tell you about the atmosphere. Like, the bar, if you look at the bottom of the bar, you notice that the bar is built with doors.
Yeah, so that's the biggest thing with this place. Their main theme on the entire place is doors. And not just doors that you see in your manufactured home that's going to be dime a dozen.
Very fancy doors.
Yeah, they're antique doors.
Antique doors.
They're antique doors.
And their taps, they're doorknobs instead of, which tap you're getting because they have it numbered, but each tap is a doorknob because their bar is a door. So you have to appreciate, I'm going to get into this door right now. Who knows where it's going to take me?
Yeah. No, it's a really lovely place. I mean, compared to the other breweries I've been to in the past, hopefully some of them we're going to get on the channel at some point or another. But as far as themes go, this one really nails them.
Yeah. The only day they're closed is Monday. Normally they're open Tuesday to Sunday.
Which is fair. I can accept that for what it is.
Yeah, and
especially post 2020, there are a lot of restaurants, a lot of establishments that deal with the service industry that are going to be shut down on Mondays.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. I agree with that. So, especially when it comes to a small business like Broad Street is, you're going to have your day off.
Yeah, they don't do food, but they always try to make sure there is a food truck here. Like today, we have actually 2 because it is the Burkesville Celebration Founders Day. So one of the food trucks here is the Taste of New Orleans. He has been here before. I can tell you right off the bat, everything off his menu is delicious.
Would you say it's pretty authentic to the New Orleans flavor?
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, considering that we worked out in New Orleans some years ago.
Better than that soup that I had. What was it? It wasn't a soup. The gumbo. Sorry. Couldn't think of the name. Yeah, he's definitely more authentic than that. And then the other place that we have here is the Roost. They do grilled pretzels.
Which, I do have to say, grilled pretzels, don't sleep on it. If you have a chance to try them out, if you're in the Brooksville area or wherever they may be, definitely follow them on Facebook and all their social media.
Their name is The Roost. Check them out on Facebook. You got this.
We're going to make sure to have them listed in our description in the bio.
For sure.
Because we just had 2 of the best pretzels I've ever had in my life.
Oh, for sure.
You thought that they were a little salty, but I mean, reasonably
a little salty,
so.
but
They
just knock it, boom, you're good to go.
Yeah, so they looked like that they were absolutely covered in salt, and they were, and I love that. I love a salty pretzel. If only I had some mustard to go along with it, I would have been in heaven. We wouldn't be filming this right now. I'd just be sitting in the lawn back behind the building here, just
Well, as per our usual, what do you think of the bathrooms?
The bathrooms. Now, the thing with the bathrooms here, they do have different themes at each one, because they do have 3.
3.
Total of 3. And each one has a different theme.
Yes.
So the one that I've been going to, clean, very well put together, and I would have to list it at minimum 9.5.
The second one I have been into, it's going to fuck with your head.
Really?
It's a 3D effect when as soon as you walk in there, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, thank God I haven't been in that one. That'd be a doozy.
The third one is in the back room, a normal bathroom. Very clean. They definitely nail it over here.
Basic AF. But yeah.
I would say 10 out of 10 on the bathrooms over here.
Well, I mean, this is a unique experience for us because this is the first time that we've been in a place that had multiple bathrooms that everyone can go to.
Yeah.
So, for the one that I've been to, I give a solid 9.5. And you've been here...
It's a what's the best way to put it? A safe bathroom.
Yes.
For whatever...
If you're too blacked out, if you had too many,
No, not only that, just transgender, whatever, like that. It's a safe bathroom to go to.
Yeah. Which, I can tell you right now, they can handle it.
Yeah. They are definitely friendly over here. If you get to my meeting, they are just a great place to come to.
No, it really is. Including all the other brews out on tap, because they have everything. They have everything from just your standard pale ales, your ales in general. They have a couple of pilsners on tap.
And
IPAs.
they don't mind branching out.
No, and they really don't. They also have a significant wine selection up here as well, too. Obviously, I'm not a wine drinker.
Oh,
Are you a wine drinker?
and mushroom.
Mushroom what?
Mushroom. What do you think? Well, yeah, what do you think I'm talking about? There's a mushroom drink that they sell, 3 of them. It's very nice. It's going to take you where you need to go.
Would you say it's a lightning?
I don't know about lightning, but
Eat lightning.
you might forget you have legs
Why the fuck were you-
after the third drink. After the third.
Ah, third drink. Nah, if we're going to be partaking in that on a responsibility level, wink, wink. I would have to say that, yeah, maybe for another time. Maybe for
Oh
another
yeah,
time.
no, for sure.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
all,
technically right now we're just on the beer.
and they do have a
Thumbs
great
up.
selection. They really do have a great selection.
They always do. That's what I appreciate about this place.
Is that what you appreciate about the?
That's
this
what I
place?
appreciate about this place.
Oh, it is a great place. Now, throughout the time that they are open, they do have different food trucks here on any given night. It just so happens to be the Taste of New Orleans and the Roost.
Yes. Thursday night they do trivia. I have not partaked in the trivia yet, but
Trivia can be fun.
it's getting on me. Every time it's Thursday, I'm like, I should probably go to trivia.
Let's check out the trivia one night.
I really should, but
Yeah.
every time I'm like, nah.
That's ridiculous.
Hello.
But now we are going to have some B-roll footage with a drone, going through and showing all the different areas around here and whatnot. But I mean, all in all, it really is a great place to go to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
They pretty much every night they try to have a different singer here, a different food truck. But even if it's the same food truck, normally it's because it's delicious.
No, it's definitely something to go through and check out while you're over here in the Brooksville area. Among the other places that we've been to while we've been out here recording our podcast, so many places to choose from out here. It really is. And
But
it's
this
really-
is one of the nicer ones.
Yeah. So, once again, thank you so much for viewing. I'm Raymond.
I'm Strickland.
Intoxication Station, out.
We out.
Welcome to the Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond.
I'm Strickland.
We're over here currently at New York Beer Project in Horizon West.
Technically Winter Garden.
And so Horizon West is a newer part of Winter Garden.
Right.
But I mean, if you go through and you put in the GPS to get here, it's going to show up Horizon West.
Technically, like if you look at the way the map is situated, it's a part of Winter Garden that's like Alaska.
Yeah. Way out there in the middle of what used to be nowhere. So, currently over here at the New York Beer Project, and this place is outstanding.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Great atmosphere, especially during the daytime, which is, do have to say, New York Beer Project is an actual brewery.
It is an actual brewery. We got the brewery technically right behind us. Where we're recording right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's very shiny.
Oh, very shiny, very clean. All around great place. I'm so glad that this came to Orlando.
Oh yeah,
Of
for
all
sure.
things.
Yeah.
So, as far as NY BP goes, they have everything up here. They have the atmosphere, they have the food, they have the beers, full liquor bar. Like, they have everything that you can look for in any establishment that you want to frequent. Now, what makes it such a great place is the location. Now, I can't say where we're at technically and adjacent to a major theme park that people know well, around the world and whatnot.
Has to do with the rodent.
Yeah, just going to go ahead and leave it at that. But, yeah, it's super close to there, because the thing with so the biggest thing with the location here, it is unique amongst itself. Like, there's no other breweries, there's no other mom and pop restaurants, there's not really anything else around here.
Yeah, I can say that.
It's all big commercial establishments. Yeah. And here in Intoxication Station, that's what we focus on. We focus on the mom and pop, single businesses. That's what we focus on. And this checks off all the boxes. Because, like, so far what we've had today, we've had a couple of the beers, we had some food, and it's just great stuff.
Use the bathroom.
Okay. We got to include that. So,
sorry, gotcha.
Oh, it's part of the MO at this point. So, as far as the bathroom scale here, compared to Buc-ee's, I can't rank it.
I mean, if you're comparing it to Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's being a 10, this place probably be an 8, 9, somewhere around there. Yeah.
I would give it a solid 9.5.
Very clean.
9.5 out of 10.
They know what they're about.
Well, it's more the atmosphere that's in there, because when you walk into the men's room anyways, obviously we can't go into the women's room. Might get kicked out in the process. But when it comes to the men's room here, it's like antique subway up in New York. Like, they have all the subway tiles all over the place. The fixtures are really nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a nice bathroom all in all. But, more important thing, the brews. The brews that they have on tap, everything that they have on tap is in-house as well, too.
Yeah.
So,
just like we said, the brewery is pretty much right behind us.
Oh, yeah. We have photos of it.
I just had a pumpkin beer. Very delicious. Not only did I have the pumpkin beer, I had the pumpkin white Russian. And best way I can put it is the dude abides. I love me a white Russian, hands down. Fucking delicious.
It was tasty. Like, honestly, you could probably pour that in a graham cracker crust. Try to thicken it up. How? I don't know. You can make a pumpkin pie out of it.
Well, they had the brown sugar around the rim, which is not known for white Russian, but it was...
It paired up very nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what I've been sipping on a good majority of the day was either their raspberry mojito that they have, which don't sleep on that. That's a good one.
That was a good summertime drink.
Oh, yeah.
But now we're getting into fall, so
well, I mean,
they'll probably switch it out.
It's Florida, so...
It's true.
Very fine line there. But what I've been drinking on here in the past couple of drinks I've had was the Walter's Raspberry Jelly Donut.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
It was pretty tasty.
Oh, yeah. It's like... It's heaven. It's heaven in a glass.
No, I'm going to say that was the pumpkin beer.
Well, you like pumpkin.
Yours is a little off,
So, you like pumpkin. I'm not a big pumpkin fan.
I'm a basic bitch. I can't help it.
Yeah, you said it. It's on film. But, yeah, aside from the brews that they have up here, which they have a very extensive list, I'll make sure to include a photo at the end of the video. But their food. The food that they have up here is outstanding.
Yeah.
So, what you have?
They had a November special, and it was a deconstructed chicken pot pie.
Which looked amazing.
So good. But, obviously, mashed potatoes is never a part of chicken pot pie.
Traditionally, no.
But, not even a but. There's no but. No but. It made it more like a chicken shepherd's pie with a pie crust on the side, which I have absolutely no problem with. But now I kind of want to start putting mashed potatoes in my chicken pot pie.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with mashed potatoes. I mean, that's a culinary glue.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it the right way. Now, as far as what I had, so they have these things. They're called Brooklyn mozzarella logs.
Yeah.
they're really logs. Like they're legit quarter-pound mozzarella sticks.
This
Battered properly, fried properly, with the right amount of marinara to go along with them.
Yeah.
And you get 4 of them on an order.
This man loves to spend his time in the bathroom, so.
Oh. Hey, if you're
So
gonna
it's appropriately named.
if you're gonna hate yourself, you might as well love it at the same time.
Yeah.
But as far as what else they have on the menu, they have so much on menu here. Not gonna lie, I do have a hard time getting past the mozzarella logs, but.
Yeah. You had the buffalo mac and cheese.
The buffalo mac and cheese is fire. Right about a spice. Like eating a proper hot wing out of New York.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the hanging pretzel's really good too.
Because it's a hanging pretzel. Like,
you can't go
how
wrong
else
with
can
a
you
hanging
describe
pretzel.
it? You got the hanging pretzel, you got the cheese, you got the ranch. Like,
Well, so aside from the range, so the 3 sauces that go along with it, last time I had it, was a beer cheese, a standard cheese sauce, and a whole grain brown mustard that went along with it.
Yeah.
That whole grain brown mustard will light you up, but you can breathe everything afterwards. Everything. But, I mean, solid establishment all in all. Parking's amazing here. You do want to get here before it gets too late. So probably any time before 6 o'clock, I would say.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
it starts packing up pretty dense. We have lucked out today as far as the time of recording. There are a couple of college games going on in the background, college football games. So the static that you hear in the back might be that. But we're trying our best to try to keep it as less copyright as possible.
yeah, for sure.
But, I mean, it is what it is. We can only do so much. And, I mean, that's what you get for filming on location at these places.
So, what would you say, price range? Give it a $sign.
So, as far as dollar signs go, on a scale of 1 through 5, I would definitely put this at a 4.
Yeah.
It's something that you do every once in a while. It's definitely a place that you want to go to on a special occasion, nice night.
You're definitely going to enjoy it when you come up here.
Oh, yeah, you're going to enjoy it. But, I mean, if you have that kind of money to go through and do it every night, hey, by all means, you go ahead and do it.
You know what? Good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
Good for you. But if you're going to go through and do it on a special occasion, especially if you're here on vacation, awesome place to come to.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely,
If you're here on vacation, you definitely got to come check it out because you won't see nothing else like this.
in Florida, anyways.
Not in Florida. We've been to a lot of locations.
Oh yeah,
This is unique. We'll
well,
give it that.
it's unique in the size because that's another thing with New York Beer Project here. So with the location here, they have a back bar where they have the brewery equipment and everything. They also have a front dining room as well, and I don't know if you knew this, but they do have an upstairs that they do meetings, other
I did see
special
that.
events and whatnot.
I was about to bring that up, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, with the special event area that they have up top, awesome place for meetings.
I don't want to say
weddings,
when you're up
receptions.
there, you can look down on the peons, but you can definitely look down on the peons and be like, that's right, I'm special.
Yeah. But no, overall, they do have merch up here too. We're not wearing any of it currently, but they have for seasonal effect. They do have hoodies up there, t-shirts, long sleeves,
Right.
all the good stuff for coming up in the fall season, going into the winter season, whenever that chooses to come in Florida, anyways. But aside from that, I have no complaints with the place. I can't find anything bad with it, honestly.
No, it's great.
Great place, great food, great brews. It's just great everything.
If you want to come here and drink, you'll have a great time.
Oh yeah. So from us to you, Intoxication Station, Raymond, Stricky, we recommend it.
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
Definitely recommend it. And with that said, thank you for watching. We'll catch you next one.
On the next one, it could be at the Crooked Can. We'll see you there.
Could be. Thank you for watching our Christmas special. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Like, share, and check out our social media platforms for up-to-date content and venues. Please have a safe New Year's, and we will see you all at the beginning of 2025.